Welcome back to Good Day. Well, it's no secret that superheroes are back and better than ever. Films like The Avengers, The Man of Steel, all coming up by storm, packing theaters. But something that you might want to tell your kids or learn yourself is that dairy can give you some kind of superhero powers. And we're talking this morning with Lanier DeBruzzi about that. She is a registered dietitian from the United Dairy Industry Association. And we're so glad you're here this morning.
Thank you for having me, Kelly. Today, or this month, is June Dairy Month. So
Fantastic.
We're thrilled with our Dairy Association that we get to go talk about dairy all month long. And this month we love to celebrate the dairy farmers of the Southeast and all the hard work they do to put out such nutritious products every day. So the theme for this year is Dairy Packs Power, and you can see these adorable superheroes that we have, as you were mentioning, all in the movies, in the movie theater. There's all these superheroes, and we're learning about their superpowers. But hey, go look in the grocery store, because some of those foods have amazing superpowers.
All right, and we want to hear about them.
That's right. So let's start with milk. So milk is kind of, everybody knows milk, right? But there are some secrets to milk and its powers. First is calcium. Calcium is a superhero nutrient because it's been shown to actually decrease the risk of osteoporosis, cancers, obesity, a ton of stuff. So that's packed in this nutrient-rich beverage. There are 9 essential nutrients in this beverage. And so no matter if you're picking white, chocolate, or even lactose-free. Now, I know a lot of people avoid milk because of a lactose intolerance. But even if you choose lactose-free milk, it still has all the nutrients of regular milk, just without that lactose sugar.
All right, that's fantastic. I love that you can still have the chocolate in the milk.
Of course.
That's good, right?
And chocolate milk is just like normal milk with a little bit of sweetening to make it more palatable for folks who don't want white milk.
Exactly. Now, you have some yogurt here. What about yogurt?
Yogurt is one of my very, very favorite superhero foods. And yogurt has probiotics. Now, a lot of people have heard about probiotics, and they help with your gut's kind of health. But did you know they can even boost your immunity and decrease a cold by 2 days and decrease the severity of symptoms? So they're really packing power in that.
That's a huge superpower.
Exactly. And then a superpower for your waistline is Greek yogurt. It has double the protein as regular yogurt, so it keeps you fuller longer. That's
really good. I love that. That's huge.
Right.
So do you think that, because Greek yogurt right now, it's kind of really popped up and become sort of a trendy, everybody's talking about putting Greek yogurt in, but many might not realize what's so great about it with that extra protein.
Right, exactly. And you know, it depends on kind of your taste and what you're looking for in a yogurt. I always say go look in the dairy aisle and look at all the options there are. There's so much to choose from these days.
It really is.
And this is kind of a shapeshifter, if you will, or a transformer, because look at all the different things you can find it in. It really can meet your needs in your life. So the little to-go tubes, kids love those. You can freeze those. They can be little popsicles. Put them in your kids' lunch or summer camp. By the time lunch rolls around, they're perfectly cold.
That's a great option.
It can be a smoothie. It can be a yogurt parfait. It can be anything you want it to be. Just like any good superhero.
I love it. We're going to be back in just a moment learning more superpowers from dairy products. So stay with us. On over to Chris. Welcome back to Good Day. We've been talking this morning about how dairy can give you superpowers, and speaking with us is registered dietitian Lanier DeBruzzi from the United Dairy Industry Association, and you've been giving some great information this morning. We left off talking about cheese.
Right. And, you know, we were talking during the break, everybody loves cheese, from kids to adults. In fact, it is the #2 favorite food of Americans, second only behind chocolate, of course.
I understand that one.
And there's a reason that people should love cheese. It is great for you. So it is a superhero in the dairy aisle, and one of my favorites because there's a protein in it called casein. And you might have heard of casein for a lot of different things, but the reason I love this protein is, and I always say there's a reason you smile when you say, or you say cheese when you smile, because that casein helps to build the enamel on your teeth and ward off cavities.
Now that is good.
So kids will like that. Less trips to the dentist, and they love cheese. And cheese comes in so many different forms.
Really
there's blocks of it, there's shreds, there's string cheese. I know the previous guest was talking about snacks on the go for travel this summer. Throw string cheese in your cooler for the road trip. you're set.
Very
Kids
much
will love
so.
it.
Oh yeah. And what do you think about cheese having protein in it and kind of giving you that longevity of energy as well?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the Meatless Mondays is very, very popular right now. So finding foods that'll give you that protein that you're going to miss if you don't have those meats in your diet, and cheese is a great, high-quality source of that protein.
Very good. And some cheeses that you brought this morning, was it Colby Jack?
We have Colby. Have you been tasting them earlier?
No, but I'm like,
There's Colby, there's Swiss, there's a pepper jack, and with these, I brought low-fat cheeses. It's generally around 60 calories a serving and only 4 grams of fat, so you can feel really, really good about choosing these low-fat cheeses. And again, look in your dairy aisle, see all the different choices there are out there, because I feel like people avoid cheese a lot of times because they think it's high in fat. But there's a lot of different kinds of cheese out there, from premium to low fat and fat free. So just take a look out there.
Those are some great tips. For those of you just joining us, we don't want you to miss out on the other superpowers that can come from these other great dairy products. So we'll kind of go back through them. Milk, and it looks just beautiful in this inviting glass pitcher that you have here, but chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, caramel, whatever you like.
I haven't seen the caramel yet. I gotta find that.
Yes, I know, it sounds good.
No, milk is one of our favorite superheroes in the dairy case because it contains calcium along with 9 other essential nutrients. In that one glass of milk, you're getting 9 essential nutrients. And that calcium can really help build your strong bones and even ward off diseases later in life. So osteoporosis, cancers, obesity even. And so you can feel good about serving your family and yourself milk, whether it's chocolate, white, other flavors, or even lactose-free. Lactose-free milk is regular milk. It has all the nutrients, just without that lactose sugar that sometimes causes an upset stomach.
Well, we're going to be back with Lanier in the next hour, so you guys make sure to stay with us so that we can talk more about the superpowers that comes from dairy. We're going to go on over to Chris now. Welcome back to Good Day. Well, the superhero movies have taken the box office by storm. The Avengers, Iron Man, The Man of Steel, it's all out. Everybody's loving them. They're selling out theaters. But did you know that you can get superhero powers too by eating dairy products? We're talking this morning with Lanier DeBrugy. She's a registered dietitian for the United Dairy Industry Association, and we're excited. We've been talking with you this morning.
Well, thank you for having me on. You know, your kids and probably husbands are excited about going to the movie theater, but invite them to the grocery store with you. There are just as many superheroes in the grocery aisle. June is June Dairy Month, and we're thrilled with the Southeast Dairy Association to be celebrating our everyday superheroes, and those are our dairy farmers.
That's right.
Because every day they're working so hard to give us such nutritional products that we get to serve to the community. So we've brought a few things today to show you just how packed with superpowers these dairy foods really are for your diet.
Fantastic. We start off with milk here.
Right. So milk, we all know milk, pretty normal, right? Not so much. There, behind that mask, it's really a superhero. So milk is packed with nutrients. There are 9 essential nutrients in a glass of milk.
Wow.
It's packed. It's a strong superhero. One of those nutrients, calcium, is really a superhero nutrient. And so what calcium does is not only strengthen your bones and your teeth, but it also helps to fend off diseases like osteoporosis, cancers, a lot of different diseases. So you can feel really, really good about serving milk to yourself and to your family and friends.
You can tell your kids it'll make you strong like the Hulk.
Exactly. Whatever gets it in them, right? And you can feel good about no matter what kind of milk you choose, whether it's white, flavored, or lactose-free. Lactose-free milk is chosen by people often when they have that kind of stomach upset if they have lactose intolerance. And it has the exact same nutrition as regular milk, just without that lactose sugar, so it decreases the stomach upset.
Very good. Next, we've got some yogurt here, and you know, yogurt, Greek yogurt is kind of going on trends right now. Everybody's talking about it. But what kind of is the difference between normal yogurt and Greek yogurt?
Well, Greek yogurt is the stronger version of normal yogurt. It has double the protein, so it's really a superhero for your waistline too, because that protein helps you stay fuller longer.
Very good.
And all of the yogurts that we have are packed full of nutrition too, so you can feel really good about serving them. Now, yogurt is unique because they have probiotics. Those live active cultures in yogurt have probiotics. And probiotics not only help with your digestive health, but they help with your immunity. Did you know that a continual amount of probiotics throughout the year can help decrease your risk of developing a cold.
Wow,
and once you have a
that's
cold,
really
decrease the severity of the symptoms. So that, I mean, summertime colds are the worst.
Yes.
So this can really help you now and throughout the year.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Yep.
We're going to come back in just a minute to talk more about another superhero product in the grocery aisle, cheese. So make sure to stick with us. Real quick, where can people go for more information?
Southeastdairy.org.
All right, we're going to be back in just a second. Chris, over to you. Welcome back to Good Day on this Wednesday morning. We've been talking about how dairy products can help with our superpowers. We left off talking about some cheese, so we want to go ahead and continue with that. And again, if you're just joining, this is Miss Lanier DeBruzzi. She is a registered dietitian, and she's been giving us some great things on dairy this morning. But cheese, what do we know about it?
Cheese is one of my favorite superhero foods. It is packed full of protein, calcium, potassium. It's fantastic. Now that protein, there's a specific protein in cheese called casein. And that acts as a superhero shield for our teeth. It strengthens the enamel and fins off cavities.
That is good.
So if you have a hard time getting your kids to get some dairy in their diet, cheese, I assure you, will be easy to get in their diet because it pairs so nicely with fruits and vegetables and whole grains. It is a great choice, and it comes in so many different varieties. There's blocks of it that you can cut up, like we have here. There's shredded cheese you can mix in with salads or top chili or anything with. String cheese, kids love that. They love pulling it apart and playing with it and making different shapes. So it's really a big, good superhero food.
Very good. And there's a ton of different flavors of cheese as well.
Absolutely. So here we have Swiss, we have cheddar, we have pepper jack, and these are all low-fat cheeses. So I encourage you to go take a look in your dairy aisle and see the different kinds of cheeses there are out there. There's everything from premium to low-fat and fat-free. And I feel like a lot of folks kind of avoid cheese because they think it's fattening. But there's so many different varieties of flavors and fat contents.
What about the protein to help you kind of, get some energy throughout the day?
Oh, absolutely. This is a powerful superhero food. And the reason the protein is important these days is a lot of folks are trying to cut down the amount of meat in their diet, whether it's a vegetarian, vegan, or even meatless Mondays. A lot of folks are doing meatless Mondays, so trying to find foods that have a lot of protein in it to replace what you would have gotten with that meat. So cheese and even Greek yogurt.
Yes.
Greek yogurt has double the protein as regular yogurt, so great choice.
Very good. And now we, in case you're just joining us, we did talk about yogurt and milk, but let's kind of review about the wonderful superhero powers you can get from yogurt.
Of course, of course. Well, yogurt's fantastic because it has probiotics in it, and probiotics help with not only digestion, but your immune system.
Very
so
good.
It can help ward off those colds, and when you do get a cold, decreases the severity of the symptoms.
I love that.
Decreases the length of the cold 2 days. That's a lot. That's a lot. And this is kind of a shapeshifter transformer superhero, because it can really get into any form that you want it to. These tubes are fantastic for children. You can freeze them, make little pops, throw them in their summer camp lunch case. You can have a little container. You can make a smoothie, a parfait, dips. There's a lot of different things you can do with this yogurt.
Very good. And moving on to milk.
Moving on to milk, yes, exactly. Milk is wonderful. It contains calcium. Now, calcium seems, whatever, it's calcium. It is a real superhero nutrient. Now, calcium can help not only with your bones and teeth, but decrease the risk for a lot of diseases like osteoporosis, cancers, even obesity. So it's really kind of masked superhero too. And no matter what kind of milk you choose, whether that's flavored milk, white milk, or even lactose-free milk, they all have the exact same nutrients in them.
Very good. Great ideas. Wonderful tips. We appreciate you coming on this morning. Where can people go for more information?
Go to southeastdairy.org.
Southeastdairy.org. Get on over there and see the tips that they have for you on how you can incorporate dairy into your diet. Lanier DeBruzzi, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me on.
We're going back over to Melanie now.